Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We got a special guest here in the studio with us, and it's a great time to celebrate. It is Latin Restaurant Week.
Yeah.
Yes, we are ready. It is Chef Pedro from El Meson, always cooking up something delicious, but this right here.
Well, you know, those temperatures are just off the scale. I mean, it's just so hot. But, you know, this is something that'll cool you down.
Right.
And you want refreshing things
Yes.
like mint and apples and you know, things that are acidic. And I'm going to go first with the gazpacho.
Let's go. You know, I'm eyeing this up.
One of the things that I like to do with the gazpacho is I like to do a little drizzle of olive oil on it.
Oh, fancy.
You know, and
that looks fabulous.
Give it a
Can I
taste.
try it?
Yes,
okay.
yes.
I'll try not to get it all down the front of me, but
There you go.
so refreshing, as you said.
This is the Sevilla style. I take Wonder Bread.
Oh, wow.
I take the edges off and I put it in ice water and I squeeze it halfway and I put that in the blender along with all the other ingredients like cucumber and, you know, and well, anyway, pepper and tomato and then it gives it a silky texture. Did you get that?
Yes, it's so light too, especially as you're saying when it's so hot outside. It's so refreshing.
If you want some crunchy stuff, go ahead and put in some crunchy stuff. For example, right here, you get some little cucumbers, you can put them right in there.
Okay.
So you want some crunchy stuff. Now another fun thing is this one here, the pomarada.
This looks amazing.
It's fun because the vinaigrette is made with cilantro and mint leaf. We also put some oil and vinegar, honey mustard and garlic, and we put apples and pears in it. You could take a stab. It's one of these little pieces of fruit.
Yes, I'm eyeing
and
that
along
up.
with that vinaigrette, it just the acid of the apples, green apples, by the way.
Okay.
So pomarada in Spanish means orchard. Isn't that flavorful? And it's great, you know, and then the goat cheese kind of opens it up, you know, gives it a little, you know, you have the spinach in there, mixed greens. If you want a little bit more substance, you get the salmon over here.
Ooh.
You know, and this is spinach with salmon.
That's beautiful.
We put golden raisins in it and blueberries and goat cheese and rather blue cheese on this one. And see, and here's what, that's what you want to, put some
I've never tried that.
blue
That's
cheese on this.
Okay.
And that makes it much more fun.
What's the secret to the salmon?
Well, don't overcook it.
Okay. Rule number one.
Yeah. Do not overcook it. We either on the grill or in a skillet.
Okay.
You sear one side, it'll penetrate a 1/4 inch, and then you cover it up a little bit, and it'll poach the rest of it, and that's good enough.
Okay.
And on the grill, just don't remove it. If you can see here, it's cooked straight like a 1/4 inch around, but in the center, it's nice and you know, undercooked.
Well, it looks beautiful.
You don't want it overcooked because then it's like tuna out of a can. You don't want that.
No.
This is red snapper ceviche. This is great. I love this because this is like sashimi, and I love Japanese cuisine. But here, it's just very fresh. We have red onions and serrano pepper. You know, getting in here with the fruit juices. We use 3 fruit juices on this: orange,
all those
lemon,
flavors.
lime, and with the avocado, beautiful.
I can smell the lemon. Oh, it's just fabulous. Well, from the gazpacho to the snapper, this looks just
And
fabulous.
this is a more traditional, you know, a little cocktail: scallops and shrimp.
And I
This
love
takes
the
a little longer.
presentation.
Oh, this is an overnight treatment. This is 3 hours. You're good to go on that one.
A little bit of
this one
everything.
has a little bit of Worcestershire sauce and a little bit of tomato and lime juice. You know, it's a little bit more.
A little spicy.
Yeah, yeah.
I like it.
If you like a Bloody Mary, turn this into a Bloody Mary and just put things. I tell you.
Right up my alley.
Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, Chef Pedro, thank you so much. Again, it's Latin Restaurant Week, so
It is.
thank you for joining us. Remember, you can check out El Meson, 2425 University Boulevard. And, of course, all this information is on a replay, this segment, on clicktohouston.com. It'll be posted under the community section of the website. We'll be back after the break. I'm going to eat all of this.
Eat it all.
I think this is mine.
Just go for it. Yeah, take it.